Good morning. Welcome to chapel. We are glad that you are with us today here in person and online. Know that you are always welcome here, whoever you are, whoever you know yourself to be, whoever you are becoming. For chapel today, you will need both a purple hymnal and a pink handout. So both of those are available from the rack on your way in. There we go. Let's make sure everybody has what they need. Today we are continuing with our International Women's Day kind of week celebrations, and that is reflected in our music today, and composers and writers, and it's reflected in our presentation today. And we are absolutely thrilled to welcome a friend of our Luther community today, and deep connections to this place. We're welcoming Sandhya. See, I already forgot. I'm so bad. Purohit, Caton, there we go. I just call her Sandhya all the time, so I've never really delved into having to address you formally by all of your names. But we are so thrilled that you are joining us as a speaker this morning, and we are absolutely grateful for all of our musical gifts this morning, for Peter and for Dr. Mesler for our organ music, to Collegiate and Dr. Tam. We are so grateful for this space and all the ways that people come and join this community to share their gifts. As we begin our time together, let's stand as you are comfortable and able, and let's take a moment to get centered and grounded. I invite you, wherever you are, whether you are standing or sitting, to find your balance, to feel the ground beneath your feet as it supports you. Take a moment to relax your shoulders, maybe shake out your hands, relax your neck. Receive permission in this moment, in this space, to set down whatever it is you carried into this moment. And take a few deep centering breaths. We gather together, the seekers, the dreamers, the wishers, in hopes of seeing God. We gather together, the curious, the hungry, the loving, the lonely, in hopes of finding peace. We gather together, those who are thirsty and those with water to spare, in hopes of finding justice. We gather together, the broken, the beautiful, the queer, the questioning, in hopes of being seen, being known, being loved without question. Here, may you find what you are looking for. Our opening song this morning is number 971, Come and Seek the Ways of Wisdom, number 971.
Good morning. I just needed that moment because I am so grateful to be here with you today. Long last, because the last time I was scheduled to speak here at chapel in the CFL, I didn't. I did not. I could not. Instead, I spent those 20 minutes of chapel time in March 2019, pre-pandemic, with some lovely nurses and techs up at the Mayo Clinic in Rochester. Yes, exactly 4 years ago today, on the 10th of March, I was heading to church, and I slipped badly on the ice on Iowa Avenue, right outside Good Shepherd, down the hill. And I broke my hand and wrist really badly. So on that Friday, the 14th of March, instead of being here, I was being sedated and wheeled into emergency orthopedic surgery. 15th of March. Through my nervousness in that moment, I practiced deep breathing, like we just did. And to ground myself, it really helps. And before the nurses took off my glasses, I glanced at the wall, and there the clock's hands told me it was nearing 10:30 a.m. on Friday in the CFL. And so as the anesthesia took hold, my last thoughts were of what would be happening here in the CFL, where two choirs were suddenly assembled by Pastor Mike Blair so that they could sing instead of my reciting Sanskrit verses. Mike always had poetry handy, so he was on top of things, as he always is. And everyone in this hall I knew, I trusted, was praying for me, for the surgical team, and for the healing of my left hand. And so, whether or not any of you specifically were here on that day, it was voices and hearts in this Center for Faith and Life which held me up in prayer 4 years ago, and which have held and sustained me in all of these years. It's going to be 2 decades in August, when I have been blessed to call Decorah, Iowa, Luther College, my home. So thanks to Pastor Melissa for welcoming me back to this lectern. And to declare my gratitude, I am going to teach you a Sanskrit verse. Reach for that pink handout. If you don't have it, there should be plenty extra. On one side, you'll see the Sanskrit text. That's just for your curiosity. And on the reverse, where there are Roman letters, I am going to teach it to you. I will quickly say it, and then we will learn it together. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahe Tejasvina Vaditamastu Ma Vidvishavahe. Om Shantihi, Shantihi, Shantihi. All right, ready? Okay. So this is in Sanskrit. It's an ancient liturgical language from the Indian subcontinent. This verse comes from a piece of scripture that dates back to the 6th century BC, before the Common Era. All prayers start with Om, which is the sound of vibration that undergirds all of creation. So, Om, let's hear it. Om, Sahana, Vavatu, Sahano, Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam, Karva, Vahai, Tejasvina, Vadhi Tamastu, Vadhi Tamastu, Ma Vidvisha, Vahai. Om, Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. All right, Alex, let's get that drone. This is so cool. Om, join me, everyone. I have a choir. I want to hear you. Om, Sahana, Sahana, Vavatu, Sahano, Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam, Karavavahe, Tejasvina, Tejasvina, Vadhitamastu. Ma vidvishavahe, ma vidvishavahe, Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Dreams are coming true. I wished upon a star. In chapel this semester, we have been focusing on the big questions that we ask about ourselves, our world, our spirituality. My question for you, the question I found myself asking a lot lately, it's a kind of a long question, but it's important. How am I caring for the community which cares for me? I'll repeat it. How am I caring for the community which cares for me? Another way of asking this question, how am I expressing my gratitude? Yeah, we say thank you, please, we're polite when we can be, but borrowing from Dr. Falani's words on Wednesday's chapel, how can I be of good character? How can I be of gentle character? How can I act without malice, if we look at that translation? Om Sahana Vavatu, may we be protected. Om Sahana Bhunaktu, may we be nourished. Sahaviryam Karavavahe, may we work together with vigor. Tejasvina Vadhitamastu, may we engage in our studies or our life's endeavors with great energy. Ma Vidvishavahe, may we not mutually dispute, or may we not harbor any animosity or hatred in our hearts. We repeat Shanti 3 times whenever we say prayers. The first one is, let there be peace in me, let there be peace in us. The second time we say it, let there be peace around us in our environment. And the third repetition is, let there be peace in the forces which act upon us. So how can I care for the community which cares for me? How can I act without malice? Ma vidvishavahe. Please help me keep my hatred, my fear, my negative emotions at bay so I do not harbor any animosity. We can turn it around, though. How can I act with goodness, gentleness, with the knowledge and the wisdom that these lessons that I am studying and that life has brought to me? That's what this mantra means when I recite it. I'm not just asking God to protect me or us, to nourish us, to assist us. Bear with me. The next phrase is Tejasvina Vadhitamastu. Translating it as may we engage in our studies or our life's endeavors with great energy, it's an acceptable translation, but I need to unpack the word for you, this one word, tejas, tejas. It means a great energy, but it also means intense heat, intensity, sharpness, brightness. It's as sharp as a blade. It's great energy, as in the unbearable light of the sun, a brilliance that comes from within each of us, but that we also absorb from the people around us. Have you ever seen a person who radiates their intellect, their compassion, or their love for you? Their tejas is showing. God has the brightest tejas of them all, but as we are of God, we mortals have the capacity to develop our tejas. And so, as in the words of the hymns with which we opened, we listen for wisdom. Tejas is born of wisdom. It is born of cultivating a healthy mind, a healthy body, stable emotions, not getting overworked or overstressed, and also giving to our community because our community supports us. And so listen for it, look for it, the voice, the ways of wisdom crying in the marketplace, full of truth, glory, and grace. Wisdom, tejas, brilliance. Om Sahanavavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahe Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahe. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Go now in peace, reflect the brilliance of the one who created you in wisdom and love. Thanks be to God.